Welcome back to my channel. So we are currently doing a whole thyroid series over here on my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be actually going through what I feel is the most important talk of them all. We're going to be talking about thyroid testing because the truth is a lot of healthcare providers actually don't run this test that I'm about to share with you. And a lot of thyroid individuals with thyroid issues actually go undiagnosed because we don't check these. And what I'm talking about is reverse T3. You may or may have not heard of this, but the way that I'm going to break it down for us today is I'm going to share with you guys what reverse T3 is. I'm going to talk about the role it has in the body. I'm going to share with you when we have thyroid issues or if we have them undiagnosed, the specific testing that we want to get checked for our doctors and why they don't run this test. So we're going to go into it. I am so excited. And if you guys are just joining on the series, head over to my playlist. I have a whole playlist on hypothyroidism, and I've been going live every single day, taking you through for the last few days what it is, diet, nutrition, and this is wrapping it up today. So we're going to go into it. This is the most overlooked thyroid test, and we're going to be starting off with reverse T3. So basically, what is reverse T3? Reverse T3, I'm going to share with you guys. Let's see here. So basically, it's a metabolite of your T4. And this primary hormone is produced by the thyroid gland. So under normal conditions, your body converts your T4 into two key hormones. Your T3 is the active form of our thyroid, and that regulates your metabolism. And then you have reverse T3, and this is an inactive form that acts as a regulatory mechanism, modulating the activity of your T3. I'm going to simplify it. So basically, reverse T3, it increases when we're in a state of stress, illness, recovery from surgery. And this is your body's way of literally conserving energy in times of need by slowing down your metabolic process. So basically, guys, if we have elevated levels of our reverse T3 for long periods of times, you may actually have symptoms of hypothyroidism by it blocks the action of our T3. So a simplified version is when we are checking our test results, and I'm going to share with you the specific tests that we want to run that doctors do not run. If we have high levels of our reverse T3, that could indicate that our body is in a state of thyroid hormone resistance. And in this state, even if you have adequate or like elevated levels of T4 and T3, if you have more reverse T3, this could actually prevent your active thyroid hormones from actually doing their job, leading to symptoms of hypothyroidism, okay? So I'm going to share with you kind of an example of a client of mine, kind of her whole thyroid symptoms, what she was going through. And then I'm going to take you guys through the testing and specifically what is included in thyroid tests, what we need to run, and what doctors are missing out on. So first off, so a client of mine, she came to me. Basically, she was on Armour thyroid. I was sharing you a little bit about this yesterday, but basically she had thyroid issues. It went undiagnosed for a while. She finally got with the right doctor. She had low levels of her T3, okay? She ended up getting on Armour thyroid, and she actually started feeling worse. She started losing more muscle. She started feeling more depressed, more irritable. She felt like she couldn't even get out of bed. She felt like she was losing muscle and wasting away. I had her actually, when she started working to me, I'm like, we need to get a full thyroid panel, and that's what I'm going to go in a second. And what they found out was her body was actually taking that, those T3 levels, because Armour gives you both T4 and T3, and it was converting the T3 to reverse T3 because she was in a state of very low calories. She was overexerting. She was chronically stressed, and her levels were so high that her body was not utilizing her T3 and she was having worse symptoms. So we figured that out. We got that on point. Now she's feeling better. Her metabolism's better. Her energy's coming back and all of that. But doctors don't technically run this actually. So I'm going to take you guys through a comprehensive of what they run, what we should run if we have thyroid issues. And if you're having symptoms of thyroid issues, who should run these tests as well. So basically, we really want to make sure that we are getting a comprehensive test done when we are checking our thyroid. So a lot of doctors, they just check your TSH and your T4. I'm going to share with you each of them, what they are and what we want them to run. So basically we have our TSH. This is our thyroid stimulating hormone. This is your first line screening test for thyroid dysfunction, and it basically indicates how well your thyroid is responding to your body's needs. Then we have our free T4, okay? This measures your unbound active form of T4 available to your cells, providing insight on your thyroid's production capability. So with these guys, as I talked about, the main active form is our free T3. That's what our body needs to function at its highest self. And your free T3, that's the level of the most active thyroid hormone that your body needs for its metabolic activity. Now, there are two more. And by the way, doctors don't technically check for your free T3, your reverse T3, and your thyroid antibodies. And I'm going to share with you why as well. But we have our TSH, our free T4, which is what they primarily check. But if these are all good and we're having hypothyroid issues and the other ones that they're checking not good, a lot of the times thyroid issues can go undiagnosed. So that's very important. I want you guys to hear. So now we know we got TSH, T4, T3. Now let's talk about reverse T3. This is basically reverse T3. It helps evaluate the conversion efficiently of your T4 to T3. And as I talk about, it is the metabolite. So if our body is having high levels of this reverse T3, it is basically not allowing your body to use your T3, which is our most active form. And then one other test is our thyroid antibodies. And this really tests for those autoimmune antibodies like Hashimoto's or Graves' disease. And they don't test this as well. So when we are getting our testing done, if we're having these issues going on, we're having the hypothyroid issues, we're having the cold hands, the depression, the irritability, our metabolism feels like it's slowing down, I would highly suggest getting a complete thyroid panel, checking our TSH, our free T4, our free T3, reverse T3, and our thyroid antibodies, so that you're able to see, okay, do we have Hashimoto's? Do we have Graves' disease? Is our body under a state of extreme stress, creating the reverse T3, so that you have a full comprehensive of what is going on with your thyroid? Because as I talked about, and I'm going to share with you now why doctors don't run this test. If we just check the TSH and the T4, go check your thyroid, see if they check these guys, and we're having these issues going on, our body may not be having the conversion, or we could have maybe a thyroid antibody going on with an autoimmune disease or under extreme states of stress with our reverse T3. So now, why do doctors not technically run these tests? The first one is it is lack of awareness. Not all healthcare providers are actually familiar with the role of reverse T3 and thyroid function. Also, the medical community has differing opinions on the significance of reverse T3 in terms of the impact of our health and the cost. It's not often covered by insurance and may be viewed as unnecessary in a standard like thyroid protocol. The reason that I know this is because I'm that type of person, guys. If you've been following me a while, you will know that I've been through heck and back. I went postmenopausal in my 20s. I've had thyroid issues. I've had hormone imbalances. I had 15 types of parasites, H. pylori, SIBO, and I have worked with over 900 clients, and a lot of them deal with similar issues, thyroid issues, hormone imbalances. I believe knowledge is key. So when my clients come to me, I want to make sure that we are looking at other aspects than just calories in versus calories out when it comes to fat loss. Because if we have things going on here with our thyroid, especially guys, everyone now doing these keto, carnivore diets, low carb, over exercising, our body ends up going into a state of chronic stress, fight or flight response. And that could throw off your thyroid to a whole new level. And go back, watch, like I said, go to my thyroid, hypothyroid playlist, watch the last 4 series that we did, because I cover all of this there. But before I go into it, I have more information for you. I am so excited because it is time for it. My next 90-day transformation challenge is coming March 11th. And my whole goal with this is I help individuals overcome issues, thyroid issues, hormone imbalances, gut issues, transform their body eating more food. And this is the key. I work with a lot of busy individuals. My expertise is women over 40, perimenopause, postmenopause, hysterectomy, gut issues, and hormone imbalances. I teach them everything that they need to know. So after the 12 weeks, it's no longer a struggle. We work on what to eat, when to eat, the foods to eat, intermittent fasting. We overcome mindset issues. We talk keto, carnivore, everything so that they have the power of nutrition and they no longer have the stress about it. So if you guys are in this place, you tried every diet out there, you feel like your hormones are thrown off, you've done keto or carnivore or low carb, you have chronic cravings, low energy, I want you to head to the show notes below. Send me over I have my little questionnaire. You just put your email in. I will be in touch with you within the next 24 hours to set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit. Because the truth is, it's not about calories in versus calories out anymore. I went through so many health issues, and no matter how hard I push it, and I see this with all my clients, they're training so hard in the gym, they're run down, they're having thyroid issues going on, we're bloated, we have chronic cravings, we're not able to build muscle. And my whole model is we got to train smarter versus harder. And we have to get to the root cause. And a lot of it, guys, starts in the gut. That's where you're absorbing, you're assimilating your nutrients. We work on healing the gut, balancing your hormones, macros, you name it. So head to the show notes below and fill out that questionnaire, and let's set up a call to see if we are that perfect fit. So I want to come back at you and kind of tell you guys, when should you be testing for the reverse T3? So like I said, a lot of patients that have the symptoms of hypothyroidism, such as fatigue, weight gain, cold intolerance, depression, if you have a normal TSH and a T4 level, but you're having these symptoms, like I said, we could actually we could have the reverse T3 going on. We could not be converting to our T3 active or have like a Hashimoto's going on. So if that is the case, having this checked would be really good. Also, individuals under chronic stress, serious illness, or recovering from major surgeries, because these actually increase your reverse T3 levels, and patients that are undergoing treatment for thyroid disorders who are not actually responding to the therapy. Kind of like I told you, I had a client of mine, she had hypothyroidism, she was on the Armour, and she actually started getting worse. Looking worse. Her body was taking that T3 in the Armour, and I was actually increasing her reverse T3 even more, and her symptoms were getting worse. So I'm like, hey, we got to run this. I believe knowledge is power. We got to get to the root cause. So my whole point, guys, is I wanted to wrap up our thyroid series. I went through, everything with fat loss, keto, carnivore diets, the biggest mistakes individuals make, what it is. But I just feel like the testing aspect is so important just because I see it all the time. Doctors just test your TSH and your T4, and they don't look at these underlying things. And I just really want to be here to share with you guys everything that I've learned, how, things that I see with my clients, so that I could help everyone feel their best self and just share with you, underlooked things that doctors don't really test. And a big thing too, on the side note, is if you get your blood work done by doctors, a lot of the times they're comparing you to the standard American, which is already low levels. So always look at your blood test and see where your levels fall, because you may be low on an already low spectrum. If you guys enjoy this today, make sure to share this with a friend, subscribe below, and I want you to drop below what is your main health kind of concern that you're going for. What would you like me to do another series on maybe gut health, or specifically tell me what you guys would like to see more of? As you know, like I said, I've been through all of it, the digestive issues, the gut, the hormones. So I am here. My whole page, my whole channel is about more of a holistic approach. So we dive into it all. I will see you tomorrow for our next live. I got a special topic for you. And I am right now editing a new one for you that I am taking you guys through on Saturday. And I am sharing with you a step-by-step. I'm not even going to tell you. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. I will see you tomorrow. And I hope this was helpful. I love you. I will put right now at the very end of this, the whole playlist on thyroid health for you guys, so you guys can binge watch and listen to it podcast style. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye.